Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new vlog. This is a new episode to the Weight Experiment series. We only have one thing on the agenda. As per usual, eating what I like, how I like, when I like. The only difference this time round is I am not buying anything at all. That is the only challenge. So in terms of whether I'm gonna gain weight, lose weight, or maintain my weight, we're just gonna see how my body decides to adjust based on the foods that I'm eating. I would love, however, if I can, to have a little bit more protein in my diet, but you know, my body's just gonna tell me what it wants to eat. Fasting wise, I'm not sure how it's gonna go this week, so it'll just kind of depend on what my schedule looks like and how I am feeling, but it would be nice to delve back into that. I'm so excited, you guys. I am so excited. No pressures this time round, and it'll be interesting the kind of choices that I make now, because I have such a variety of foods in my inventory right now, with my freezer foods as well as with my cupboard staples. So one thing I know about me, if I have too much choice, I tend to get overwhelmed and I then end up eating the same stuff over and over again. I'm hoping I'll be able to avoid that for this video. But if I can't, it is what it is. I'm excited though to see the kind of foods that I'm going to be having this week. And again, at the end of the week, to see what the scales are going to say. But so excited, not spending any money, saving instead and using up what I have. You guys, I hope you're enjoying this series so far. If there's any foods that you might want to see come back from me, or some foods that maybe you're thinking, oh yeah, I haven't had that in a while, maybe I ought to add that to my diet, please let me know. Share comments down below. But yeah, without further ado, you guys, let's get straight into day one. I've just taken out one of my favorite freezer meals to have for my dinner tonight. I didn't know what I wanted to have, so that's why I just didn't take it out the night before. So I'm just gonna defrost it first instead of just leaving it out to thaw overnight, and then I'll show you what that's like when that's all warmed up. Let's put it in for about 8 minutes and see. Guys, so this is the batch that I made around my birthday. I can't remember whether this is the one that I forgot to add the carrots in or the one before, but I am absolutely loving. One of the things that I said I wanted to have was more protein, so this is going to be great for that. I will get you down just so you can see what that looks like. I am having that with my tea. I think I'm gonna carry on having the tea until I've actually used up all the tea bags and create some space in my cupboards. I actually enjoy using up stuff. And then I'll bring you closer and show you what's in the dish. So this is going to be zero cleanup. As soon as I finish eating, this goes in the bin. So I love that. So in here there is salmon, feta cheese, mushroom, kale, spinach, tomato, onion, maybe carrots, if this is the batch with carrots in it. Absolutely delicious. So you can make this as thin as you like or as thick as you like. You can, with the protein, you can go ham if you want to. I think the next time I'm actually going to try it with a mixture of a couple of protein bits. I think adding cottage cheese as well will be amazing for this dish, because that will just bump up the protein in the dish itself. So I'll try that one of these times, but I've just got to get through all the foods that I have at the moment. But yeah, that's going to be dinner, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys, we're having the exact same lunch as yesterday. I just like things 2 days in a row, just to be sure that I'm enjoying it, just to be sure. So I am having the same. I am just gonna heat that up now, and I'll show you what that looks like. Nice and hot. And I am having another mug of tea. I think it's probably gonna be another week of teas, but it is just the season where I tend to have a lot of hot drinks every day. It's pretty cold out there, so this is quite nice, comforting, but I also find like my tea is pretty filling, so that's why I only ever have them as part of my main meal. So here we are, and I'll see you tomorrow. Guess what's for lunch, you guys? I'm channeling my inner schoolgirl vibes today. All right, let's make some lunch. So I'm gonna portion out half of this because it is pretty dense. About that much. Nice and warmed up now, and I'm gonna have that with a nice hot cup of tea. It's a pretty decent amount that I have here actually, and we've got to remember, like, this is pretty rich, like calorie dense, like the nuts in here, because when I make this mixture I put quite a lot of nuts in it because I do love nuts. So yeah, that's me for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am only just thinking maybe I ought to have some protein today. I just finished a leg day at the gym, and yeah, it's not always easy since I reshuffled to know what's what. But anyway, let's see. So I only had just planned to have some samp, but then I realized I haven't actually taken out any protein at all, and especially because I just finished leg day, I think it's the sensible thing to do. I was gonna have a protein shake instead. Well, I'm still gonna have that anyway, but I think it would be good to actually have the protein as actual food. So I'm gonna have half of that as well to go with my chicken mince. And yeah, I'll warm it up and then I'll show you what that looks like when it's ready. I'm so looking forward to this. I've been craving it for the longest time, and I finally get to have it today, so I'm excited. So I am ready to eat, and this is my food ready. Nice big mug of tea, and then I have my samp and my chicken mince that is now warmed up. I sprinkled a little bit of the sweet chili sauce on there as well, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, so today is just one of those days where I just fancy eating everything. I can't decide on one specific thing, so for days like this is what I do. I pretty much have, pretty much exactly what it is, a little bit of everything on my plate, and that always satisfies the craving for whatever it is that I want. So I still get to have a variety of whatever foods that I have on hand. So I'm going to show you what my plate looks like. nice and ready for me to have. I've covered my tea already, and here is that corn mixture, loads of nuts in there, which I love, some samp and some chicken mince with a little bit of the sweet chili sauce. That's my favorite sweet chili sauce that I have all the time. And yeah, that is me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So yesterday was Thursday. I had a really busy day. I didn't manage to get time to sit down and actually eat, so I just didn't bother. So I had a protein shake in the evening, and this is today. I am having my leftover samp and a nice cup of tea, and I will see you guys for weighing in the morning. .7 is what the scales are saying this morning. Right, we're not going to spend too much time in this one. You guys, at the beginning of the week, I was 60.8. Today, 60.7. So I've pretty much maintained my weight. Was I surprised? I would like to say I felt no change in the week. I think I'm at that stage in my journey where I am so in sync with my body, subtle changes like that. I would like to believe now I can tell, I didn't feel any lighter, I didn't feel any heavier either. So I knew I was kind of more or less at the same weight. I thought I would have been a little bit heavier because I had a little bit more calorie dense foods throughout the week with all the samp, the corn mix, but maybe my portions went so high to the point where they will actually cause an increase in my weight. I don't know. I know the one goal that I had, or the one thing that I really wanted to make an effort on this week, was to increase my protein. You guys, I was thinking about it on the first day, and then it just went downhill from there. So I had the salmon and tuna mixed dish, which I love. It's one of my absolute favorites. Since then, I think I have just been craving carbs so much. Once I got into that, I just got stuck in there, and that's just how it went. I mean, I did have some healthy fats though with the nuts in my corn mix, if that counts. But that's what it was. And I mean, this just goes to show what I say about I eat how I like, how it makes me feel the best. Because if I can't just force myself to eat in a certain way. Having said that though, I do have my protein shakes every day. So I guess maybe that is not encouraging me to be having my protein as actual food. But I am still loving how I'm eating. I have plenty of energy to do the things that I need to do. Thursday's workout, you guys, you're going to have to watch my fitness lookbook series. I had Dean with me in the gym. Every time I have a workout buddy, my workouts are always more intense, such high energy, so much more fun. And I know I burn a lot. So clearly I am fueling enough for my daily needs. And yeah, Dean said, so I say that to say, Dean said, my muscle definition is clearly there. He can see the muscle. So I guess with the weight loss came fat loss. So now you can actually see my muscle coming through, which I'm so excited about. But the mission to be having more protein is obviously going to continue on the agenda, and I'm going to try and have it in here and there. But yeah, so this is where we're at. Body wise, I don't really look that different, I have to say, though I feel like I look a little bit more toned, especially my upper body and my back. That shows more. I see that when I look back at my workout videos, once I'm editing, I'm like, okay, we can see a little something there. Also, when I'm getting dressed and stuff, and you know, when you catch yourself in the mirror and you're just like, okay, I can see a little something. So that's that. But I have actually been thoroughly enjoying fasting. I haven't done again this week, and that's because I have been snacking a lot on my sweets. That just carried on from last week. that's a habit that I actually need to change, because I don't want to have high sugar foods in my diet. So I'm going to be working on that as well this week. But another thoroughly enjoyable week where I'm eating the foods that I love. So I feel satiated because I'm not missing anything. If I crave something, I just go for it. So who knows what next week is going to look like. But you guys, I want to keep this short and sweet. This is what I've eaten this week to maintain my weight. Not complaining. Next week, what that's going to look like, I am not sure, but I'm going to start planning for that today and then start the week today. So please stay tuned for that video to see what that's going to be like for next week. I'm actually thinking I might change my format again, but it will be more or less the same content, just to kind of see if it's any more interesting to shoot in that way, but also for you guys to consume in that way too. But you guys, any comments, please leave down below and do the usual, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.